So if you've been on TikTok recently, you would have probably seen the viral video of this girl who left Warri, yes, Warri in Nigeria, and went to another state, Lagos, just in search of what girls call princess treatment. Yes, princess treatment from men. According to her, she said Lagos is where men spoil women, they spend freely, and treat women like royalty.
Put a finger down. Put a finger down if you left your city, if you left the city where you were and came down to Lagos, only because you've been seeing people posting online that there's money in Lagos, come to Lagos, you're going to make money with your pretty privilege, you don't need to spend money, men will just be dashing you money, you just need to go out and look pretty, and men will spend money on you. That's how they make money in Lagos. And then people go to the clubs with empty bags, and then they come back home with lots of money in their bag. And then because of that, you left your city coming to Lagos thinking you're going to make money by doing that same thing every other girl is doing. And then you get to Lagos, you came with some money of your own, and then you got an apartment, you started paying for your apartment, even though it's expensive, but you just feel like, within 1 month or 2 months of staying in Lagos, you're going to make all that money back. And then you're staying in your apartment, and then you start going out, start going to clubs.
Now, on social media, we know Lagos to be always painted as the soft life city, the big boys, the big money, big treatments. So from her point of view, the move made sense, like real actual sense. But Lagos does not care about your expectations. Lagos only cares about your reality. Yes. Now, the real question is not whether Lagos may give princess treatment or not. Should anyone move to any city to get for them to fund their life? Should anybody go to another city for them to fund their life? Because Lagos is not a movie; it's a pressure cooker. Now, in Lagos, everyone is chasing something: money, survival, relevance. Men here are under pressure. Women here are also under pressure. And social media only highlights like the good parts, never the struggle. You get me, right? Now, some people dragged her online, some people supported her, others laughed. But honestly, the story reflects on how social media is being distorted expectation, especially around relationship, right? It's wrong to be treated like a princess. No, it's not wrong to be treated like a princess. But it is realistic to move from Lagos expecting the treatment from men. Like, that, come on. Now, this isn't about one girl, it's about generation raised on TikTok fantasies, social media fantasies. Because life itself, not only Lagos, will humble you, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman.
And then you go to club, you sit down, you not see money, nobody's paying you money, nobody give you money, and then you keep spending your money. And then one day you go to the club and finally a girl, you start in the club, you were dancing your whole life out, thinking someone is going to spray you money, or you're going to get that pretty privilege attraction or whatever, and then nobody talks to you. And then all of a sudden, two very pretty fair-skinned girls that just stepped in and didn't do too much, they just sat down, taking ole shisha, they don't even buy drink, you bought drink, taking ole shisha, they just sat down, and then men sitting on their table, just saw them moving their body while sitting down and gave them bundles upon bundles, and that's 500 naira bundles, not even 100 naira, not 200. And while you were sitting in that place with your friend, nobody has even noticed you. And then you realize that you are not even part of the pretty privileged girls in Lagos, because looking at these girls and looking at what's going on in Lagos men, they like tall girls. They find girls that are tall. You have to have ass. You have to either be petite, or even if you are chubby, you have to have that thin waist. You have to have a flat tummy. You have to have yash. So you realize that you don't fall in that category, and now it's done on you that you are not the pretty privileged kind of spec that people actually call pretty in Lagos. So now, after spending your own money that you came with, now you cannot pay for the apartment again. Now you found a way to start staying with a friend, and then you see that by going to one club to the other is not going to give you the money you're looking for. So you started looking for a job online, and presently now you are working, you're earning salary, and then you realize that back in Warri, you were using your pretty privilege to make money. Back in where you're coming from, I mean. But now that you're in Lagos, your pretty privilege not even joined for the Lagos standard of girls. So now you have to start working. And it's shame you don't know how to go back to your own state and stay, because even the jobs in Lagos are also well paying, and you're receiving a good salary compared to what you're receiving back in Warri when you were working. So you have no other option. You have to stay here and motivate yourself to make that money, because you came here to make money, and you will not go empty-handed, because you have exhausted all the money you came with to Lagos, and you need to make money back to cover for it. And that's it. And now you are, instead of being a girl that came to Lagos to become a baddie, you are now working a 9-to-5 job. And then it turns out that it's not even as easy as you think. Coming here and just sitting for someone to display you money, it's not easy as you think. It's going to take some time. You're going to walk towards it, and you felt like in just 2 months or 3 months you're going to start making millions in Lagos, and you're going to pay your rent and get hairs, and you even left your wigs back in Delta State because you felt like you're going to start making the money sharp. And that's how you came, and it's been 4 months and you have not made up to 1 million naira in Lagos. Although when you started working, you have made your rent in just 1 month just by working. So now you realize that working is actually going to be better for you than going from club to clubs looking for people to spray you pretty privilege money. So yeah, what do you think, guys, down?
I want to ask you, if you were in her shoes, would you have made that move to go from a state to another state in search of princess treatment, just going blindly and just hoping, having faith that somebody or somewhere is going to take care of you? And do you think that like princess treatment is something someone or somebody should give you, or something you should just like build for yourself? Because me, in realistic, I'm surprised she did that. But hey, it's social media and the world is a free world, you can do anything you want. But you tell me what you think, honestly, because I really want to know.